こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問、質問があれば聞いてください。Hello everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. We're going to be continuing with this story of the Little Mermaid.
"しかし、王子の心は命の恩人と思い込んでいるあの浜辺であった娘に奪われていたのです。
So let's see. Shikashi. However, but conjunction. Wait, so then okay, Shikashi like that in that way. I wonder if this is supposed to be the particle she. So Shikashi. Hmm. So we have besides moreover, what's more, but also combined with Shika like that. So more than like that. So however, so in other words, Shikashi. However, so Shikashi Oji Oji no kokoro wa. Now, when I see a person followed by kokoro by itself, in one example I saw it mean mind, but let's see what they mean in this one. Let's see. Inochi no Ojin. Inochi. Life, lifetime, life force, no. Onjin. Okay, debt of gratitude. Right, so a life debt of gratitude person, or in other words, a lifesaver. So Inochi no Onjin to omoi to omoi let's see konde iru konmu to be crowded, to be packed, to be congested. intransitive. So, omoi is thoughts. Let's see. Wait, to be convinced, to be under the impression, to feel sure. I thought this was saying that his thoughts were crowded with the lifesaver person, but maybe I'm misunderstanding this. Konde. Iru. So, shikashi, ouji no kokoro wa, inochi no onjin, inochi no onjin, to, uh, to omoi konde iru. I think this is saying, however, the prince's thoughts were crowded with a life-saving person, or basically he was constantly thinking about the person that saved his life. See, ano hamabe beach. Ano hamabe de atta musume. Yeah, so ano ano hamabe de atte musume ni ubawarete. Okay, ubau. To take away, to snatch, to steal, to rob. Ubau, and we have uba warete ita no desu. Okay, I think this is supposed to be passive or causative tense, so uba wareru, but then we take it and put it in the te form, so uba warete, and then ita, since this is past continuance. No des. I believe that's what's going on. So, yeah, so uba warete. So, uh, at the beach where he met the girl. So yeah, at the beach where he met the girl, or at the beach with the girl he met. Uh, was const was stealing. In this case, was not well. Yeah, was taking or robbing. Or in this case, it's referred to the topic mentioned above of the Oji no Koko. So the girl he met on the beach was stealing his thoughts, or he essentially it was going on to about basically how he was constantly thinking about her. So shikashi Oji no kokoro wa inochi no onjin to omoi kondeiru ano hamabe de atta musume ni ubarete ita no desu. But the prince's heart was stolen by the girl he met on the beach, whom he thought saved his life. Let's see. Let's see, what implies thought saved his life? I know this is supposed to be like life-saving person, but where's the thought? So let's saving person with they think they saved your life. Let's see. So this is life-saving person. So this is life-saving person. This is told with, and then Amui. Something I'm not understanding about this phrase. Part of the phrase. Let's see. If I get rid of that verb in it, what does it turn into? I thought. Let's see. So, inochi no onjin to omoi is I thought he saved my life. Oh, so maybe it's since life-saving persons being in the quotation particle to, it's okay. So it's a thought that the person saved their life, and not so much referencing it like a noun, but oh, konnichiwa, Suyaru-tan, genki desu ka? So, like I guess it's something like as for the person, uh, as for a person saving life, he thought it. So, person he thought saved his life, I guess. Basically, I guess omoi, the thing in front of it, the toad describes what type of thought it was. Thought of person saving life. So, kondeiru from komu, to be crowded, packed. So I guess this is saying crowded and packed with, his thoughts were crowded and packed. So wouldn't there be a woe here or something? I guess, I don't know. His thoughts were crowded and packed with the person he thought saved his life, and the the girl he met on the beach constantly stole his thoughts, or in other words, he was constantly thinking about her. But the prince's heart was stolen by the girl he met on the beach, whom he thought saved his life. Okay, anyway, let's hear this line read again.
しかし、王子の心は命の恩人と思い込んでいるあの浜辺であった娘に奪われていたのです。やがて王子と娘は結婚式を挙げることになりました。
やがて, right, before long, shortly, adverb, やがて, almost nearly, this kanji by itself is soon after, almost, oh, okay, so やがて, shortly, 王子と娘は結婚式をああげることになりました。なる? Oh, yes, なる. So, now why is it written this way, though? This is a wedding. This is, okay. Kekkon Shiki's wedding. Ageru, to give. Koto, so we turn this whole phrase into a noun. Ni narimashita, so became. I remember a lesson on this. I'll have to review this, but I think this more literal translation might be uh, that the prince and the girl became in a state of having a wedding. In other in other words, they got married. And from how I understand it, the fact that they use narimashita, it's not like saying they decided to marry. It's like saying they just became into a state of getting married. So it doesn't actually show the will behind who's deciding things, kind of thing. It's basically like an extremely neutral way, from how I understand it, of saying someone got married. Yeah. So やがて王子と娘 oh, that's right. That should make it easier to see the text. So let's see. やがて was shortly. Okay. やがて王子と娘は結婚式を挙げることになりました。
いたのです。やがて王子と娘は結婚式を挙げることになりました。
Let's see. Or in other words, they're saying eventually the prince. Okay, this is a bad translation. What they're trying to say in the translation is eventually the prince and the dot and the girl decided to have a wedding. Wow, the lack of noun here. Well, the many definitions of things in Japanese can cause confusions on translators.
二人は船に乗り込むと新婚旅行に向かいます。
あ、二人は、二人は船に乗りこ、乗り、乗り込む to embark, to board, to man a ship, to help someone into, to get into a car. Let's see, is komu a word by itself? Because this looks like the noun version of, I think it's noru. Let's see, noru. Yes, noru. komu is to go into, to go in, to put on. I think this is probably taken from the to go into meaning. So, norikomu to board a train, plane, a car, bus, in this case a boat, or fune. So, futari wa fune ni norikomu to. So, the two embarked or boarded, or the two boarded a ship or embarked on a ship, and then see Shin con Ryoko. Shin con Ryoko honeymoon. Sheen. That looks like the same Sheen in see Atarashi. As Atarashi. So new. And then Kekkon. So we have this kanji here for this. Kon, Shin kon. So it means marriage, okay. Shin kon, so new marriage. Oh, and Ryoko, trip. New marriage trip, aka honeymoon. Shin kon Ryoko. How's that different from Kekkon, though? Kekkon also means marriage. Noun, pseudo verb, intransitive. Suffix. So Shin kon Ryoko. So Shin kon Ryoko ni mukaimasu. Yes, this is mukaru, what we saw in Anki, to face. So mukaimasu. To go towards, to head towards. So if you're heading towards a honeymoon, then you're going on a honeymoon, essentially. So, Shin kon Ryoko ni mukaimasu. So, futari wa fune ni norikomu to. Okay, futari wa. Okay, this is that similar grammatical structure we see with in Japanese where one thing happens, then we put like an and then this happens. So futari wa fune ni nori komuto. So the two boarded the ship, and then shi shinkon ryoko ni mukaimasu and went on a honeymoon. They boarded the boat and headed for their honeymoon. Let's hear it read again now.
やがて王子と娘は結婚式を挙げることになりました。二人は船に乗り込むと新婚旅行に向かいます。王子と結婚できなかった姫は次の日の朝、海の泡になってしまうのです。
See, yeah, o to yes, kekkon. O to kekkon de kinakatta hime wa. See, kinakatta. So this looks like it's from kinai. So prince married. Okay. To wear, to put on, kiru, kinakata. So if you think about it in terms of like clothes, let's see, kinai was means not possible to wear. And then kinakata would be like no longer possible to wear. Or maybe this is to take, blame is to bear. What does this by itself translate to? Princess who failed to come. Princess who failed to arrive. And then when I add the rest of the words with it, the princess who could not marry the prince. And then if I get rid of everything past the day, it becomes, yeah, Oji to kekkon, or marrying the prince. Or you can think of it as like the prince with marriage, aka marrying the prince. Or Or maybe married to the prince. If I add dead to it, it becomes by marrying the prince. So dad's probably of a connecting form of da. So oji to kekkon de to be in marriage to a prince. So to be married with a prince. Let's see. Kinakata to start. Hmm. So, oeji to kekkon de kinakata hime wa. So the princess who failed to marry the prince. Think of that as like an adjective describing the type of princess we're talking about. Sugino. Sugino ni no asa. So next morning, umi no awa. That's right. Awa in this case is the sea foam. Or umi no awa sea foam. Ni natte, so become. Shimau no desu. So the princess who failed to marry the prince next morning will be completely turn into sea foam. Or the princess that failed to marry the prince will be turning into sea foam in the morning. Let's see, that whole sentence gets translated as the princess who could not marry the prince would be turned into sea foam the next morning. Shikashi, shikashi, ninjo hime ni wa, do suru koto mo, dekimasen. So dekimasen, to not be able to. So do suru is I guess like what to do. So koto would talk about that as a noun now, what to do. So mo would talk about all you're talking about it being used, and like it's think of it like being used everywhere or something, or all. So what to do? All, in other words, with not able to. In other words, she couldn't think of anything to do at all. So, however, the mermaid princess couldn't think of what to do at all. See, but there is nothing the Little Mermaid can do about it. Yeah, I noticed that sometimes in this DeepL translator, they translate Mermaid Princess to Little Mermaid, since even though technically Mermaid Princess is the correct translation, the most common usage of Mermaid Princess is in reference to the story of the Little Mermaid.
しかし、人魚姫にはどうすることもできません。
しかし、人魚姫にはどうすることもできません。
ただ、船の手すりにもたれているばかりでした。
ただ、船の手、ship's hands, or let's see. Oh, Tetsuri. Handrail, Tetsuri. Man, it's basically any kind of railing off the side of an edge from the look of this. So the ship's railing, okay. Only miss simply, let's see. Tada. Which tada definition we're using? Merely, ordinarily, just, simply. Okay. Fune no tesuri ni mo motareteiru, to lean against. So it's in the continuous phrase. So she was leaning against the railing. Motareteiru. Motareteiru. Okay. Bakari. Deshita. See, bakari can be used like dake, only from how I understand it, but bakari can be used hyperbolically, whereas dake cannot be used hyperbolically. Like an example of it being used hyperbolically, for example, would be like uh, Tokyo ni gaijin bakari, or there's only foreigners in Tokyo. Which in reality, there's not only foreigners in Tokyo. But it's basically a hyperbolic way of saying there's a lot of foreigners in Tokyo. Let's see how it's being used here, though. So I think it's trying to say was she was just leaning on the rail and doing nothing else. So しかし、しかし人魚姫には、okay. ただ船の手すりに持たれているばかりでした。So she was simply just leaning on the rail. I think it's saying that. Let's see. She just kept leaning on the rail.
Yes. しかし、人魚姫にはどうすることもできません。ただ、船の手すりにもたれているばかりでした。
ただ、船の手すりに持たれているばかりでした。
その時、波の上に人魚姫のお姉さんたちが姿を見せました。
その時、so that time or at that time essentially. Okay. Oh, Nami, okay. 波の上に人魚姫のお姉さんたちが使った Oh, I think this is Sukata isn't that figure? Sugata's figure, I believe. Yes, figure. Got Skata misemashita. Or Skata o misemashita. Miseru to show to display. So その時波の上に人魚姫のお姉さんたちが姿を見せる。姿を見せました。その時、波の上に人魚姫のお姉さんたちが姿を見せました。So at that time, a big wave showed the figures of the mermaid princess's sisters. Let's see what it translates to. At the mermaid. Oh, that's right. That's not big wave. That's above the waves. At that moment, the mermaid sisters appeared above the waves. Yeah, so Nami no Ue, so this is wave, so above the wave. So その時、波の上に人魚姫のお姉さんたちが姿を Misemashita. So at that time, the mermaid princess's sisters showed themselves above the figures which were seen above, were showed above the waves. Or in other words, at that moment, the mermaid sisters appeared above the waves. Mermaid princess sisters, okay.
船の手すりにもたれているばかりでした。その時、波の上に人魚姫のお姉さんたちが姿を見せました。
その時、波の上に人魚姫のお姉さんたちが姿を見せました。
魔女からあなたのためにナイフをもらってきたわ。
魔女から or from the witch 魔女からあなたのためにナイフをもらってきたわ。So from the edge, a knife for you. So from the witch, we received a. Let's see, Kita's come, but morate is to receive. So so they receive. So from the witch, we received a knife for you. To come give you, or oh, maybe it's to come give you or something like that. Let's see. I got a knife for you from the witch. What does morate kita mean? So yeah, morate is connecting form of morau, or to receive. Got a knife for you from the witch. Morate kita. Japanese. Kureru. But no, that's not it. Morau. So how does kita change the meaning of this? Let's see what happens when I remove kita from the statement. See, karata received, I got it. Versus keep. I got a knife for you from the witch. Got a knife from the witch for you. I'll ask about that. Why moratte kita wa?
を見せました。魔女からあなたのためにナイフをもらってきたわ。
魔女からあなたのためにナイフをもらってきたわ。
これで王子の心臓を刺しなさい。そしてその
じゃあ、これでおじの心臓 which I believe is heart, yeah, 心臓。これでおじの心臓を刺しなさい。刺す to shut, to fasten, to lock, to block, to shut off, to cut off, to cover. I feel it means to cut off in this case. Sashi na nasai, sashi nasai. Let's see, nasai by itself. I think that's something, oh, that's right. Nasai is the, I believe the politer command form of to do. So sashi. So was this from Sasu, maybe? To stop, So, これで、王子の心臓を差しなさい。With this pierce the prince's heart. I don't see which version of the verb they're using though. Oh, Sasu. Here, this one, Sasu, to pierce, to stab, to prick. So, sashinasai. Okay, so, これで王子の心臓を差しなさい。
来たわ。これで王子の心臓を刺しなさい。
これで王子の心臓を刺しなさい。
そしてその血を足に塗るのです。
そしてその血、そしてその血をそしてその血を足、そしてその血を足に塗る。To paint, to plaster, to spread. Basically, to plaster, spread is probably the meaning for this word. そしてその血を足に塗るのです。In other words, then spread the blood on your feet. See, it translates to then smear the blood on. Okay, they don't know the nouns and translations. Yeah, since Japanese tends to not carry nouns in its sentences, and you have to just know from previous sentences. Okay, yeah, then smear the blood on your feet, okay?
血を足に塗るのです。そうすればあなたは人形血が姿を見せました。魔女からあなたのためにナイフをもらってきたわ。これで王子の心臓を刺しなさい。
そして
その血を足に塗るのです。
そして、その血を足に塗るのです。
そうすればあなたは人魚に戻れるのよ。
そうすれば、in that situation, すれば. Oh, is there sudo in the conditional eba form? すれば. Yeah, this would be yes, su and then reba. So yeah, すれば. So so if you use that way, so that way, すれば. If you use that, if you do that way, so referring to what was just discussed, so すれば、あなたは人形に戻る。そう、戻れる。そう、戻れるのよ。So this is in passive or receptive tense. So the outer verb being れる. So れる affecting the あなた. So you'll receive, you'll be the target of, and receiving what? 人形に戻る in this case, or returning into a mermaid. So you're turned back into a mermaid. So, so, そうすれば、そうすれば、あなたは人形に戻れるのよ。
なさい。そしてその血を足に塗るのです。そうすればあなたは人魚に戻れるのよ。
そうされば、あなたは人形に戻れるのよ。Can I hear that again?
これで王子の心臓を刺しなさい。そしてその血を足に塗るのです。そうすればあなたは人魚に戻れるのよ。
そうすれば、あなたは人形に戻れるのよ。I think the reason why they're using no at the end of all these sentences is basically to say that these are instructions that they're being handed out, or like making statements about things, like you're giving a presentation of information, which and that's the interrogative no use from how I understand it.
もう一度人魚に。
もう一度人間に、もう一度人間に. Now notice how there's no verb on the end because it's a simple enough sentence you can assume a verb. So in this case, the verb would be naru. So one more time becoming a mermaid. So the full sentence would be something like Moichido ningyo ni naru or narimasu, from how I understand it. But it's you can just imply the verb, and so it's Moichido ningyo ni. Any questions so far? 質問がありますか？
人魚姫はナイフを受け取ると、王子の眠る寝室へと入っていきました。
そう。人魚姫はナイフを受け取る。Let's see. 取る is take. So 受け取る is, what is 受け from? Let's see. 受ける to receive, to get. It's transitive. So 受け取る I guess maybe in this case, maybe accept the knife, or let's see, there's a to receive and to take. How does that differ from the other to receive? Uketoru versus morau. Differences. Also in Japanese, the verb uketoru and morau both convey the idea of receiving or taking something. However, they have distinct nuances and connotations that set them apart. Uketoru means to receive or to take something with one's hand, or physically. Can be used to describe receiving a physical object such as letter, package, or gift. Can also be used to describe receiving a service like medical treatment or a haircut. Has a more neutral tone and can be used in formal or informal settings. Morau means to receive or get something, often with a sense of gratitude or appreciation. Can be used to describe receiving a favor, help, assistance from someone. Has a more polite and humble tone and is often used in formal or polite language. Can also be used to describe receiving something intangible like advice or guidance. So, uketoru is more for receiving physical objects, like in this case a knifeu, or and it's a lot more neutral, while marau is more polite and humble. Okay, so 受け取る。So, 人魚姫はナイフを受け取ると、what? The mermaid princess received a knife. Ouji no nemuru. Yeah, I believe that's nemuru. To sleep. Yes, nemuru. Nemuru, and then shinshitsu. Oji no nemuru shinshitsu e iri, irite ikimasu. Ikimashita. So to go. So that's this is entered and this is to go, but it's past tense, so went. And this is basically the prince's sleeping bedroom. Or in other words, the room the prince was sleeping in, I guess. I think this is supposed to translate to entered, because this is enter and this is go to. So I guess this is a te form chaining, but this is more of a simultaneous action of going to and entering. Since you can't enter and then you go to, that doesn't make sense because that's out of order. So this is, I guess, supposed to be seen as together. So let's see, that part just translates to went in. And if I just get rid of this and put in past tense, oh, that's right. That word by itself would just mean there's in, but when we use going within, it means went in. Okay, I see. So, iru. See, let's make sure we know which one we're using. Ireru. Or is this haite? Oh, this is haite, yeah. It's haite. So, oji no nemuru shinshitsu. What does eto mean? Haite ikimashita. So, 人魚姫はナイフを受け取ると、あ、あ、王子 Yes,王子 OK. 人魚姫はナイフを受け取ると、王子の眠る寝室へと入っていきました。The mermaid received the knife and went into the bedroom where the prince slept. Let's see. Eto particle combination. I have not seen that combination before. see, toe particle combinations. Let's see if that gives me something. See, let's translate individual parts and see what it comes out to. The mermaid takes the knife. Yeah, that's what expected. Okay. The mermaid princess takes the knife. Went into the bedroom where the prince slept. So the mermaid princess took the knife and went into the bedroom where the prince slept.
すればあなたは人魚に戻れるのよ。もう一度人魚に。人魚姫はナイフを受け取ると王子の眠る寝室へと入っていきました。
人魚姫はナイフを受け取ると王子の眠る. I noticed I used the verb nemuru instead of neru. You tend to use neru when someone's not actually asleep yet and you're talking about going to sleep, but when someone's actually sleeping, you use nemuru.
人魚姫はナイフを受け取ると王子の眠る寝室へと入っていきました。
人間姫はナイフを受け取ると王子の眠る寝室へと入っていきました。
王子様、さようなら。私は人魚に戻ります。
王子様、さよなら。私は人形に戻ります。Prince, goodbye. Uh, I, I, I will become a mermaid. I will return to being a mermaid. Wow, a sentence I actually understood all the vocabulary in. Right. Farewell, my prince. I will return to being a mermaid. Farewell is probably a lot better translation than goodbye because sayonara is a type of word used reserved exclusively for goodbye if either A, you're not going to see someone for a very long time, or B, you're never going to see them ever again. In this case, she's about to murder the prince, so she's not going to see him ever again. So, Oji-sama, sayonara. Watashi wa ningyo ni modorimasu.
私は人魚に戻ります。人魚姫は受け取ると、王子の眠る寝室へと入っていきました。王子様、さようなら。私は人魚に戻ります。
王子様、さよなら。私は人魚に戻ります。あ、こんにちは、Alpha Chad 31. 元気ですか? See, Alpha Chad 31 wa. Hey, how's it going? I can see you're using Yomitan now. Nice. Toimashita. Or Alpha Chad said. Yes, I went through that setup guide on how to properly set up Yomitan, and apparently, I first thought it wasn't working for me, but apparently you have to like use the mouse in a certain way for it to actually highlight. I found out when I was using it.
人魚姫は王子の額にお別れのキスをすると、ナイフを一息に突き立てようとしました。
人魚姫は王子の額 forehead, brow. Okay, so hitai, okay. Owakeru. Parting farewell. This is a considered a noun. So owakeru. 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 No. It said it was owakare. 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 Parting farewell. Okay. See. 人魚姫は王子の額にお別れのキス kiss o suru. Now, kisu o suru is how you say to give a kiss. So, and then owakere is no, it's describing the type of kiss. It's a farewell kiss. So, owakeru no kisu o suru. And ni talks about where, hitai, or the forehead. So, 人魚姫は o no, and yeah, o no hita tai, or the prince's forehead. So 人魚姫は王子の額におわおわけるお別れ owakare. Ningyo hime wa ouji no hitai ni owakare no kisu o suru to. So the mermaid princess gave the prince a kiss on his forehead. Then naifu o hitoi hitoiki. See, one breath, one at a time, pause, break. Ni, and this is tsuki tateru. Tateru by itself usually means to stand, and that's, I think that's used let's see, tateru is used to stand up in a transitive way, okay? So tsuki tateru. So what is the ski here? From tsuki tateru. Ski is thrust, stab, lunge. Okay, but in its noun sense. Tateru. Oh, I see. So to thrust into, to bury into. Okay, so if I understand it, ski gives the thrust noun meaning, and the tateru means thrusting into. So I guess ski tateru means to thrust into, not just any kind of thrust. Yes. So they both seem to mean thrust, and So naifu o hidoiki ni ski tateru. So let's see, naifu o so hidoiki. Okay, yeah. Naifu o hidoiki ni ski tateru. Oh no, that's tateyo. So that's usually try to talk about like the state or the spirit of it. So yo to shimashita. So okay, it sounds like she was at the time period of pausing in a state of pausing in a state of thrusting the knife into a heart, or in other words, holding the knife right above, ready about pause right before you thrust it into a heart. So Ningyo hime wa oh no Ningyo hime wa oh okay Ningyo hime wa oji no 額に置かれのキスをすると、ナイフを一息、ナイフを一息に突き立てようとしました。Oh, oh no, okay, this isn't to shimashita, this is to, as in the particle, and then shimashita, this is to suru, as in to try. To suru. To shimashita. I thought that was a particle, that's not a particle. Wait, is that the particle to? Let's see. To suru. To suru meaning. This is into grammar, apparently. Well, means, let's see, wo hajime means not just this, but also hajime toshite o. Let's see. Toshite tosuru kind of means as here, like as in a work as a lawyer, as it is often does in sort of constructions. If you're thinking of suru simply mean as do, this might be odd, but it helps to think of suru also as functioning as transitive cause, flip side to naru. So, toshite kind of making it that, supposing that. Oh, I think I remember reading about this grammar. It was to, tosuru, or in this case toshimashita, because it's past tense, past polite, means go trying to do this trying to do the action of putting yourself into the state of what's quoted by the toe. So what you're actually doing is becoming the state of what the toe is just encapsulating. You're not actually doing the action. You're going into the state to do the action. Hence why it means to try to do. So, naifu o hitoiki. Let's see, hitoiki was. Oh yeah, I think it was pause or break in this case. Nai. So naifu o hitoiki ni. Tsuki tate yo. So the yo, so the spirit of the yo of this action, or the spirit of this action. So in other words, so it's a the mermaid princess kissed the prince on the head and tried to make herself stab the prince. Or in other words, more little Japanese translation would be, she tried to put herself in the spirit or state of stabbing the prince. That's what the translation says now. The mermaid kissed the prince goodbye on the forehead and then tried to thrust the knife into his throat. Wait, when did it say throat? Oh, hitoiki is probably supposed to be throat, not pause. Hitoiki? Hmm. Knifeをhitoiki ni. See, hitoiki translation. Hitoiki throat. So what it says. Translation. Let's see. The term hitoiki in hitoiki is a Japanese phrase that can be translated to uh, deep throat or throat in English. However, it is essential to note that the context in which this phrase is used may affect the translation. In some cases, hitoiki might refer to the throat or the vocal cords, as in the context of singing or speaking. In this sense, the translation would be more literal, focusing on the physical aspect of the throat. On the other hand, in the other context, hitoiki might be used to describe a more other acts. Okay. In this case, be more nuanced and context dependent. So, ナイフを一息に突き立てようとしました。or, yeah. 人魚姫は王子の、あ、ひた、人、人魚姫は王子の額にを分けるのキスをすると、ナイフを一息に突き立てようとしました。 So the mermaid princess kissed the prince on the forehead and tried to tried to stab the prince in the throat.
人魚姫は王子の額にお別れのキスをすると、ナイフを一息に突き立てようとしました。
人魚姫は王子の額にお別れのキスをすると、ナイフを一息に突き立てようとしました。
でも、人魚姫には愛する王子を殺すことができません。
So, Dot's showing a long pause, and then, でも、人魚姫に、愛する to love. Yeah, 愛 is a pseudo verb. It's like a noun meaning love. So 愛する to do love. In other words, to love. 愛する王子をでも王子を殺すことができません。そう、でも人魚姫には愛する王子を殺すことができません。So, the mermaid princess could not kill the prince she loved. Or the mermaid princess is not capable of killing the prince she loved. Hitoiki, throat. Hitai, forehead. And notice it's Niwa here. So we're talking about the mermaid princess's ni, because Niwa is used in possessions of things. In this case, whose love for the prince was it? It was the mermaid princess's love. She possesses the love towards the prince. But the mermaid princess cannot kill her beloved prince.
人魚姫にはでも人魚姫には愛する王子を殺すことができません。
でも人魚姫には愛する王子
でも、人魚姫には、愛する王子を殺すことができません。
でも、人魚姫には愛する王子を殺すことができません。
人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると海に身を投げました。
人魚姫は人魚姫は well, the nice thing about this story is you're going to learn the kanji for hime. 人魚姫はナイフを殺す。Let's see, okay, this is kurosu, so this is kuroke. Oh, it's a different kanji, kurosu. Kurosu, and this is nake suteru, to throw away. Notice it's using two different words in there, so what is nake from? Let's see, from to, pitch. Let's see, maybe this is supposed to be a ku word, so let's try it. Oh, it's not ke, this is ge. So maybe it's supposed to be a gu word. Nageru, okay. To throw, to hurl, to fling, to toss, to cast. Transitive verb. So, nageru gets turned into its noun form nage. And it gets combined into this word, suteru. Suteru. Transitive, to throw away, to cast away, to dump, to discard, to abandon. So nageru. Fling, toss, and suteru. So why the full-on combination of these words then? Meaning when used. Okay. Nagasuteru. Nagasuteru is a Japanese verb that can be translated to abandon or to give up. However, its usage is more nuanced and context dependent. In everyday conversation, nagasuteru is often used to describe the act of abandoning or giving up something such as a goal, a relationship, or habit. It can also imply a sense of exhaustion or being drained of energy. And it's being used here to mean so this word translated by itself becomes throw away, fling, sacrifice. So, 人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てる。ナイフを投げ捨てる。So, 人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると、海に着を What is chaku, right? Or is that... Oh, that's right. That's the kanji used for oneself. Me, one's body, one's person, one's self, one's appearance. And then... nageru. So yeah, to throw. This was part of... This is... So nagemashita. So... Mio nagemashita is being used like a verb saying to throw oneself. And throw oneself where? Into the sea. So umi. So 人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てる。人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると海に身を投げました。So the mermaid princess tossed the knife and threw herself into the sea. Or flung herself into the sea is probably a better translation, since you can't really throw yourself. See, the mermaid princess threw down her knife and threw herself into the sea. Yeah, the text didn't really describe where the knife was thrown, so I guess it just translated as threw down. I know in the in this movie down here, it was thrown overboard from the boat.
"ナイフを投げ捨てると海に身を投げました。愛する王子を殺すことができません。人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると海に身を投げました。
人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てる。Yeah. 人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると海に So what is she? I think she says me in that. Let's listen again.
殺すことができません。人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると海に身を投げました。 波にもま人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると海に身を投げました。
Yeah, so, Ningyo Hime wa naifu o nage suteru to umi ni mi o nagemashita.
波に揉まれながら人魚姫はだんだんと自分の体が溶けて泡になっていくのがわかりました。
Nami, okay, so Nami ni mo nagara Ningyo Hime wa, let's see, this phrase should be broken up as Nami ni momare. So from momu to rub, to crumple, to massage, to argue, to train, to jostle. Okay, so, and this is in reference to Nami, the waves. So, and then Nagara, wild, daring, it's a particle. I've not seen that particle before. I wonder if this is just supposed to be a combination of the na particle and the kara particle. Nagara. Na particle Japanese. The na particle is a fundamental particle used to modify adjectives, nouns, and even entire sentences. To modify adjectives, we know this. Indicates confirmation, to seek confirmation or agreement from the listener. For example, Doku ni iko na? Where are you going? With a sense of seeking confirmation. Express admiration. Na can be used to express admiration or appreciation for something. For example, kirei na koto means what a beautiful things. I don't know. Kirei is a not adjective or kei or doshi, so you have to have na after using kirei in front of a noun like koto, implying hope or expectation. Kirei na, beautiful. Doko ni iko na, where you see hope or expectation. For example, ashita wa atsui na. Tomorrow will be hot. So particle o na gara. Meaning while at the same time, although in spite of. While doing something. See, aruki nara ga hon o yomu. Read a book while walking. Nakara. Particle meaning. So umi ni momare. Let's see. Momare was, I guess maybe jostle might be the best. Basically, waves crashing. Basically, whatever waves do. That's basically what they're trying to say with this word, momare. So umi ni momare nakara. So while the waves are crashing, ningyo ningyo hime wa dandan to uh what's this? This was, oh yeah, jibun. Yes, jibun. Dan gradually, little by little. I think it's supposed to be gradually here. So dan to jibun no kara kara daga. Oh, karada. Oh, this is not kara. This is karada. So body. Karada. So jibun no karada, her own body. So gradually, her own body ga tokeru, melt, dissolve. Probably dissolved would probably be the, yeah, it's basically melt, thaw, fuse, dissolve. I think dissolve might be the best translation. Tokete. So dandan to jibun no karada ga tokete. So gradually melted. Owa ni natte iku. So iku to go and natte become. So I guess was becoming seafoam. Interesting. I've never seen iku and natte used together. Turned into, grow and become, became. So, what's the difference between naru and nateiku, I wonder? Naru versus nateiku, meaning difference. Let's see. To become, to turn into, to change into, ongoing or continuous. naru just means to become, to turn into, to change into. Okay, so that's the usage of naru, used to express change in state or condition, often a sense of completion or achievement. Nateiku is used to express change or state or condition that is ongoing or continuous, often with a sense of progression or development. So for a completed, for like more instantaneous way of saying turned into, you use naru. But if you want to say a continuously changing into something, it's nateiku. So awa ni nateiku no ga, or no ga wa side part kari borrow, no. Let's see how the sentence is broken down. So they think it's particle, and then wakarimashita. Oh, understood. Okay. So becoming. Oh, so the mermaid. I think it's trying to say the mermaid princess understood she was becoming sea foam. Doesn't say sea foam here, but it was basically implied in the previous parts of the story. It just says foam here, or bubbles. So nami ni morare to be tossed about, to jostle. So nami ni, but in this case, momare is like crashing waves. So nami ni morare nagara ningyo hime wa dandan to jibun no karada ga karada ga tokete awa ni natte iku no ga wakarimashita. But while the waves were jostling, the mermaid princess understood that she was slowly becoming sea foam. I think that's what that means. And let's see. See, as the mermaid princess was being tossed about by the waves, she could feel her body gradually melting and turning into foam. Oh, I think this is okay. I think that's why it's supposed to implying it's the mermaid princess being jostled about. It's the I think this is supposed to act like an adjective descriptor for this noun that follows it. So 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 the jostling waves or moving waves. So while while moving waves on the princess, in other words, while the princess mermaid princess was being moved around by the waves, it says she could gradually feel her body. So だんだんと自分の体が溶けて Where's the feel coming from in this sentence? I don't know, maybe it's when you understand. I don't know, maybe it's when you understand a continuous action going on and it's feeling it, or I'm gonna ask about that sentence. So, 波に揉まれながら、あ人魚姫はだんだんと自分の体がと溶けて泡になっていくのがわかりました。
だんだんと自分の人魚姫はナイフを投げ捨てると海に身を投げました。波に揉まれながら人魚姫はだんだんと自分の体が溶けて泡になっていくのがわかりました。
波波に漏れ波に揉まれながら人魚姫はだんだんと自分の体が溶けて泡になっていくのがわかりました。
その時、海から昇ったお日様の光の中を透き通った美しいものが漂っているのが見えました。
その時、あ、海からの、その時、海から昇ったあお日様のto, to ascend. So, 海から昇った、その時 then, okay. or basically from that time is what it's basically saying. Umi kara nobota, rose from the sea. Ohi-sama, the sun. No higari, so light. Phrase that specifies space or time through which someone or something does something. So, その時、海から登った、お日様. Okay, so Nobata Ohisama is basically a verb being used as like an adjective to describe the sun. So the rising sun. So from the sea, okay, the rising sun rays were shining. This is used as choose, so it's mean daring. Let's listen to that again.
その時、海から昇ったお日様の光の中を
Oh, it's being used as Naka here. Okay, so その時、海から昇ったお日様の光の中. So, usually when you use Naka, you talk about it's physically in the middle of something. In the middle of what? Let's see. Okay. Oh, in the light of the sun rising from the sea. So yeah, with this Hikari is talking about the light, but what kind of light? In this whole sentence clause before it describes it, the light of the sun rising from the sea, that type of light. And then Nonaka, so in that light, let's see, Suki Toru, to be transparent, to be see-through, to be clear through, to be clear. So this kanji comes from maybe if there's a ku on it, Suku. let's see, Suku, to be transparent, to leave a gap. And then Toru, I believe that is... Yes. Oh, wait. Toru, to go by, to go pass. To go along, to travel along, to run. In this case, it's being used to pass. So the transparent... Suku... Transparent passing is what? Suki to ota. Transparently passing. Utsukushi, beautiful. Mono thing. Mono ga tadayo. To drift, to float. I think in this case it's probably to drift. Tadayo or tadayote. Tadayote. Tadayo. See, intransitive. Tadayote. So in a constant state of floating. Tadayote no ga miemashita. To be seen. So transparently a transparent, beautiful thing floating, okay, was seen. How I understand that? I saw something, okay, something clear and beautiful drifting in the air. So, その時、海から登った、お日様、okay. その時、海からの登ったお日様の、光の中を、好き、と、通った美しいものが漂っているのが見えました。So, so at that time, beautiful, transparent things were floating through the air. Were floating in between the rays of the sun. So at that time, beautiful floating things floating through the air were between the rays of the sun, or something like that. At that moment, I saw something clear and beautiful drifting in the sunlight rising from the sea. Well, in this case, there's no noun, so it's just at that time something beautiful and clear was drifting through the sunlight, rising through the sea, rising from the sea.
だんだんと自分の体が溶けて泡になっていくのがわかりました。その時、海から昇ったお日様の光の中を透き通った美しいものが漂っているのが見えました。
その時、海からの昇ったお日様の光の中を透き通った嬉しいものが漂っているのが見えました。
人魚姫も自分が空気のように軽くなり、空中に登っていくのに気づきました。
人魚姫も自分が空気、air, so 空気のよう so I think it's saying, let's see, the mermaid princess herself was like air. But then what's this? Karui. Okay. So, karuku nari. Something as soon as right after. Wow. With the previous state still in effect. So, Ningyo Hime mo jibun ga Ningyo Hime mo jibun ga kuki. Ningyo Hime mo jibun ga kuki no yo ni karui nari. I think it's trying to say like the mermaid princess was light like air. Let's see, the mermaid princess too became as light as air herself. Kuchu, sky, air, midair. Kuchu ni nobotte iku no ni kits kiduki kiduku, to become aware, to perceive, to sense, to suspect, to notice. Notice, realization. So kidukimashita. So midair. Rising in midair. Okay, rising to midair. Noticed. So let's see. The mermaid princess was becoming light like air. She was, and noticed she was rising into the air, or let's see. The, the mermaid also found herself becoming as light as air and climbing into the air. So Nabote Iku, Nabote is rising, so rising, going to rising, so climbing into the air. So the mermaid also found herself becoming as light as air and climbing into the air. Or in this or Ningyo hime mo jibun ga kuki no yo ni karuku nari karuku nari. It's lighter. It's getting lighter. Okay, so I think nari might actually come from naru in this case. Or is it the particle? See, kari no kari. Karuku, karuku nari. Becoming lighter is often used to describe becoming. Okay. Can refer to a reduction in mass. imply a sense of relief. To describe objects or situations that become less heavy, burdensome, or difficult. So, 軽くなり、人魚姫も自分が空気のように軽くなり、空中に登っていくのに気づきました。
人魚姫も自分が空気のように軽くなり、空中に登っていくのに気づきました。
人魚姫も自分が空気のように暗く人魚姫も自分が空気のように暗くなり、空中に登っていくのに気づきました。
私はどこに行くのかしら。
私はどこに行くのかしら。私はどこに行くのかしら。Okay, feminine, I wonder, do you think? How about? So, 私はどこに行くのかしら。So in other words, I wonder where I'm going. Or where will I go, or...
すると透き通った声が答えます。
すると、I think すると means something like after that happened. すると、thereupon, hereupon, and then, yeah, so after that, essentially. So after the do of whatever the previous sentence was done, すると、好き、好き、好き、好き、と、好き、通った、to be clear. So, 透き通った声. So the clear voice, I guess, が答える to answer, to reply. Okay, so after that, a clear voice replied, or suruto, suki toeta koe ga kotae emasu.
すると、透き通った声が答えます。
すると、月と、お、すると、透き通った声が答えます。
ようこそ、空気の性の世界へ。あなたは空気の性になって、世界中の恋人たちを見守るのですよ。
ようこそ、空気、air, okay. 空気の spirit, so air spirit, so 空気の性の air spirit world? ようこそ、空気の性の世界へ。The world of air spirits. So basically, welcome to the world of air spirits. あなたは空気 yes, 空気 okay. あなたは空気のせいになって or you're becoming an air spirit. 世界中の恋人 or lover, sweetheart, a girlfriend, boyfriend. Okay, so 世界中の恋人. So in your love, 世界中の恋人たち. Wait, so in your Mamaru, to watch over. Yeah, so Mamaru is protect and Miru is to watch, so to watch over, as in watching over in a protective way. Mamaru no desu yo. So let's see, this by itself translates to lovers around the world. I think that's a translation error. This by itself is you watch over. Oh, I see. You watch over all the lovers in the world. So, yokoso kuki no sei no sekai e. Anata wa kuki no sei ni natte. Yeah, sekai. Oh, it's pronounced as Sekai-ju, not Sekai-chu, because of the Dakutens being added to it. Sekai-ju. Okay. Sekai-ju no. Same reason why this is pronounced as koibito instead of koihito. Dakuten being added to it when you combine words together. So, seigyu no koibito tachi wo mimamoru no desu. So, welcome to the world of the air spirits. You're becoming an air spirit. You'll watch over all the lovers around the world. Let's see. Welcome to the world of air nymphs. I think spirit's probably a better translation. Welcome to the world of air spirits. You will become an air spirit and watch over the lovers all over the world.
と透き通った声が答えます。ようこそ空気の性の世界へ。あなたは空気の性になって世界中の恋人たちを見守るのですよ。世界へ。あなたは空気の性になって世界中の恋人たちを見守るのですよ。
世界中 yes. 世界中
こそ空気の性の世界へ。あなたは空気の性になって世界中の恋人たちを見守るのですよ。
So, ようこそ空気の性
ようこそ空気の性の世界へ。あなたは空気の性になって世界中の恋人たちを見守るのですよ。
ようこそ空気の性の世界へ。あなたは空気の性になって世界中の恋人たちを見守るのですよ。
人魚姫は自分の目から涙がひとしずく落ちるのを感じながら風とともに雲の上へと登っていきました。
人魚姫は自分の人魚姫は自分の目から涙が一雫 see drop 落ちる let's see to fall so a drop fell so mermaid princess okay from the mermaid princess's eye a tear one tear dropped see no so kanji feeling sense impression kanjiru, to feel. So also nagara, which was during, while. So the Mermaid Princess. Okay, so one why. Oh, okay. So while the Mermaid Princess felt a tear drop from her eye, Kaze Tomo together jointly. This might need to be particles. I don't know. Let's see how it breaks it down. So Kaze Tomo ni. Okay. Oh yeah, Kumo is clouds, so Kume no ue, above the clouds. So nobotte ikimashita. Uh, so while Ningyo Hime wa zibun no me kara namida ga ishuzuku. So ishuzuku ochiru no o kanji. Kanji, okay. Kaze tomo ni kumo no ue nobotte ikimashita. So I think so. While the Mermaid Princess felt a tear dropping from her eye, she was flying above the clouds. And that's what it translates into. The mermaid, okay, feeling a tear drop from her eye, climbed up to the clouds with the wind. Oh, that's right, I forgot to mention. With the wind. Tomoni. Yeah, I'd like to see that that particle usage explained.
の目から涙。人魚姫は自分の目から涙がひとしずく落ちるのを感じながら、風とともに雲の上へと登っていきました。
人魚姫は自分の目から涙が
涙がひとしずく落ちるのを感じ、
ひとしず shizuku, okay, ochiru no o kanji nagaru kaze to mo ni kumo no ue nobotte ikimashita.
ながら、風とともに雲の上へと登っていきました。おしまい。
Oshimai. Let's see, Oshimai. Oh, the end. Oshimai. Let's see. Ningyo Hime no Doko Irasuto. Okay, I think these are the people that helped with the illustrations. Let's see what this translates to. Okay, this work was submitted by reader. If you wish to participate in a submission process, please send an email. Okay. So, Shitsumon ga arimasu ka? Are there any questions? What did you think of going through a story for studying Japanese? And if there's no questions, then we're going to raid someone on Twitch, so please stick around for that. Okay, let's see who to raid. Okay. Here is someone studying Japanese. Let's see. Tanuki Dog 35 is studying Japanese. We'll rate him. Minasan, okiyotsukete. Mata ashita. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.